Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started.
We go from SoFi Stadium. A fairly short kick from the 14, and he won't quite make it to the 25.
He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a first down and more for Gibson.
And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Hurts.
Short throw hauled in by Kelce. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
To the right side, it's Kelce. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early go.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Azeez Al-Shaair
coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Six yards left on second down. Here's Hurts to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he slides and covers up at the end. Yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Not much there, only a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That is caught by Lamb. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. He'll look to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes our score 17-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Hurts throw here complete to Kelce. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the 3rd quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability. And they showed it on that last play.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Hurts.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Team for the Raiders able to secure it. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the... And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Ooh, with a juke. Room here to run. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. 68 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. When you practice these situations, it's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic and get you scored on again.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
And 36 yards. And the Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end here.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Ask any pass rusher, and they'll tell you any quarterback who lines up every time and goes straight back in the pocket, that's who they want. But when they have to deal with a Jalen Hurts who may come at them from any angle and can get outside of the pocket and run, that's a nightmare for anybody who has to rush the quarterback. And I love Jalen Hurts' athletic ability. Almost a 4.6 runner. This guy can get outside the pocket and make plays with his legs as well as his arm.
2nd down and goal. Hurts eluding the pressure. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. We go from SoFi Stadium. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. It's brought in by Harris. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Now back to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
There he goes right side, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Antonio Gibson, 55 yards, and the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. For the first time with Ricky Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of the defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 60 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. It's Kelsey on the ground. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. These two teams all tied after 1.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. Not much there, only a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hurts throw into the hands of Andrews. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. On first down, Hurts.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
That catch good for only a couple. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now, reminder. reminder, coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Broderick Thomas. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Calvin Johnson.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
They'll run. It's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After the sack on first down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action, Newton.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And Washington has taken the lead.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On third down, here's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A shotgun snap for Newton. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Newton. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Washington. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Rolling to his...
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Vernon Davis there to make the grab.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
The point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Hurts. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there for the Raiders.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Brandon Spikes with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And that one a little too high as it's